The morning began with the most reliable alarm clock in my hometown, a cockerel, loud, proud, and completely unaware that some people prefer to wake up peacefully. Honestly, that would never believe in the concept of 5 more minutes. I slowly open my eyes and I look at the clock. 5:30 a.m. in the morning. Too early for my brain, but not too early for reality. Today was the day I would leave home and start a new chapter of my life at college. While brushing my teeth, I stared at my reflection in the mirror. It suddenly felt strange. Just yesterday, I was still a high school student worrying about my final exams, and now I was about to become a college student. I walked to my closet and took out my black blazer and white collar shirt. Next to my bed was my luggage, already packed and ready. I had actually prepared most of my things a week ago because I didn't want to panic at the last minute. Last night was a complete mess. I was stressing over piles of documents that needed to be arranged, certificates, forms, photocopies. There were so many papers that I almost forgot which one was the original and which one was the copy. But then I saw the letter again. You are accepted to this institution. Just reading those words brought back a beautiful memory. The moment my parents found out that I got accepted. Their smiles, their excitement, their pride. That moment reminded me that all the stress and preparation were worth it. And for that, I felt truly grateful. When I walked into the kitchen, my mom was already cooking breakfast. The aroma filled the entire house. Soon, the dining table was completely covered with food: soup, rice, eggs, vegetables. I looked at the table and suddenly realized something. After today, I will not be eating meals like this every day anymore. College food might be good, but nothing could ever compete with my mom's cooking. After breakfast, we rushed out of the house. I quickly got into the car, and then I remembered something very important: my documents. I immediately ran back into the house. Silly me. Starting college without documents would probably be a terrible first impression. The car slowly moved forward, leaving our house behind. The journey had begun. When we arrived at the campus gate, my eyes widened. The buildings were huge. Students were everywhere, walking, talking, and registering. I stood quietly in front of the entrance. For a moment, everything felt unreal, but then I smiled. My new journey starts here. As I stepped inside the building, a giant banner greeted me: Welcome, students. At least someone here was excited to see us. All around me were freshman students with big smiles. Some looked confident, some looked excited, and some looked just as nervous as I was. Soon, we gathered in a large hall to listen to the director's speech. Hundreds of students filled the room. Everyone sat quietly, waiting.
Dear students, today marks the beginning of a new chapter in your lives. You have worked hard to be here, and this institution is proud to welcome each of you. Your journey here will not always be easy. There will be challenges, moments of doubt, and days when things feel overwhelming. But these experiences are what shape you into stronger, wiser individuals. Remember that education is not only about gaining knowledge. It is also about learning resilience, friendship, and discovering who you truly are. Make the most of your time here. Learn, grow, support one another, and never stop believing in your potential. Once again, welcome to this institution, and congratulations.
The hall filled with applause. Just like that, my college life officially began.
Here is your ID card, miss.
Thank you. The learning sessions had started, and assignments began attacking me from every direction. Homework piled up. Once, twice, thrice. Soon my table looked like a mountain of assignments. The first 3 weeks were also the hardest. I still hadn't made any friends, and honestly, I felt lonely. Whenever I went to the canteen, I saw everyone eating together, laughing, talking, sharing food. Meanwhile, I sat alone with my tray, just me and my chicken rice. Even in the library, I walked alone. It felt like everyone had already found their group except me. Every night before sleeping, I thought about my family, our dinner table, our conversations. Homesickness slowly crept in. I had never been this far away from them before. Sometimes I look at our family photos just to feel a little closer to home. One night, I finally called my mom. Hey honey, what's wrong? We talked for hours until I accidentally fell asleep. The next morning, I heard the sound of a cockerel again. But when I opened my eyes, it was just my alarm clock. When I looked outside the window, I saw the beautiful city view. So this is what city life feels like. And maybe I just needed time to adjust. That morning, I went to class early, trying to start the day with a positive mindset. I was trying to find my seat when suddenly a girl approached me. Hi Emma, my name is Lynn. I wanted to talk to you earlier, but I was too shy. I was surprised actually. From that day on, we became best friends. We even had PE class together at the gymnasium. And Lynn was amazing. Turns out she used to represent her state in the national basketball team. I guess shy people sometimes have hidden talent. Slowly, everything started to change. More people began greeting me. Hi, good morning. I realized that the old shy version of me had transformed into someone more confident and happier. My mom also suggested something helpful, writing journals. Every day, I write about my thoughts and feelings, and surprisingly, it really helped. Exams were around the corner, only 4 weeks left, so I studied a lot, sometimes all night. Realizing that I still stuck on some topics, I went to Lynn's dorms for help, and honestly, there was nothing that girl could not solve. Weeks passed, and finally, we were ready. And guess what? All my hard work paid off. I got excellent results, thanks to my dedication, Lynn's help, and my parents and the sport. I passed my first semester with flying colors. A month later, I returned home, and now it has become my routine to visit every 3 weeks. That's my secret weapon against homesickness. Looking back, the journey was not easy. There were lonely days, stressful nights, and moments when I felt like giving up. Being in a new place, away from my family, was something I had never experienced before. But slowly, I realized that adjustments takes time. No one immediately feels comfortable in a new environment, and every challenge is part of the process of growing. Along the way, I found courage, made good friends, and learned to believe myself a little more each day. Because every new beginning may feel uncertain at first, but It always leads us to something better. And in the end, it's just another step in our story.